All right, what's going on, New York Giants fans? Welcome to the Week 3 Offensive Line Report. And we're going to do two segments on this one. We're going to do a good Andrew Thomas segment. It's not going to be like a long 10-minute one that we did in the first 2 weeks. And then I'm going to go through 14 plays, miscellaneous, in chronological order. Mostly bad of like, hey, this is what screwed up this play. But there is some good ones in there and sprinkled in. I hate kind of doing that, but you know what? They're 0-3. It's a bad time for the New York Giants. So I'm not going to come on here and be like, well, look at this good Will Hernandez play. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to try and grow this channel even though the Giants stink. I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to the midseason mock draft video during the bye week. But, for now, we're going to do the O-line report. We're going to do the film stuff. We're going to do stats, blah, 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 podcast. So check it out. Quick, before I get into it, I want to say, I just want to do, because since we're not doing individual players besides Andrew Thomas, I ranked 1 in this game. Will Hernandez 2. Billy Price 3. And I struggle with Solder or Bredesen at 4 or 5. How about a tie? They were equally bad as 4th and 5th. So that's how I'd rate them. And the gap between 1 and 2, I think, was pretty. Hernandez played all right. He's at that baseline of an okay player. So, anyways, let's get into the Andrew Thomas segment. All right, play 1. Again, max protect. Jones gets to his check down. But it's a max protect. You've got 2 guys here, 2 guys here, 2 guys here. Everyone's got a double team except for young Andrew Thomas. Good set. Doesn't leave his inside open. Hands could be a little more inside, but it's good. Good base, good power. Reloads the hands. Okay, Fowler, you want to go around the corner? I'm there to wash you around. You want to put that foot in the ground and work back inside? I'm there. I'm putting you in the turf. Good rep. Good rep on the first play of the game. Again, another max protected down the goal line. Everyone's got double help except you. Everyone's got help but you. Good set. Good hands. Hands are inside. And now they're extended. He can't rip. He can't do anything. Feet are moving. All right, you're going to go for the bull rush because you realize you're not going to beat me around the corner. Get inside. Watch the hop step. Bam. Hop step. Okay, bull me. Good rep. Here, another max protect play. He's got the outside man. Bredesen's not ready for this. He hits this gap. Bredesen is not ready for this. I mean, look, Bredesen's got his eyes on these 2 linebackers. Thomas puts him in his lap. Not only that, puts him on the ground, showing off that strength. His momentum's going that way. Take him there. Bam. Good rep. Then find help. Then my center's struggling. All right. Bam. Put a hit on him. Leads to your first touchdown of the game. 2 plays later after that. Late game, they know you're passing the ball. Your right tackle gets beat. Good set. Good fast hands. Watch the fast hands. Doesn't throw his hips into it. Good feet. Wherever you go, I ain't going. Take the life out of that defensive end. Put quit in his. Make him quit. And you know what? If he lets go of this block a half a second earlier, it's still a good play. But if he does, you know what? Maybe this guy's picking up this fumble. So those are the pass reps I wanted to go through. In the run game, nothing special but solid. On these run outs where, you're trying to widen the edge. You did a good job all game doing this. Again, without having to lean and overextend. Good feet, quick feet, hands inside. Keep your feet moving. Duck feet, torque them out. You've done your job. There's a hole for you. There's a hole that you've made. Another run out here. You've done your job on this rep. Hands inside. Drive the feet. Torque them out. I mean, that's a run out. Barkley should be running through here. Another run out. Widening the gap. We're starting here. Your hands inside. Good feet drive. Moving them out for that wide zone. Moving them out for that wide zone. And here on the 2-point conversion, my favorite play of the game. I mean, I haven't been this jazzed up after one single Giants play in a long time, man. I mean, I was amped. And I've never seen Andrew Thomas this happy after a play. Even when he caught the 2-point conversion versus Dallas. Good pull. Good speed. Inside. Extend your freaking hands right through his ass. Put him out. And you widen that freaking gap. And then, I know this is the O-line report, but Daniel Jones, my gosh. I mean, just putting his shoulder through Grady Jarrett, their best defensive player probably. God, I mean, I'm telling you, I have not been this jazzed up. And I've seen him do this stuff at Duke. I saw him do it versus the Packers his rookie year. Just running dudes over. That's called want to. This play should be dead right here. The Giants should be up 12-7 instead of 14-7. The play should be dead right there. I mean, I'm telling you, I have not been that pumped up after a single Giants play in a long, long time. Actually, maybe Daniel Jones' rookie year there was some. But anyways, all right, so that's what we got for Andrew Thomas. All right, only 2 segments. This one, like I said at the beginning, we're going to be going through mostly bad plays, no individual player segment, just kind of going through like, hey, what this went wrong on this play. Also some good plays mixed in there too, so we'll get into it, the final segment. First play, what do we got? We got Ben Bredeson. Bad rep for Ben Bredeson. Jones scrambles. What happens? So we're watching Bredeson. Just kind of plays half the man, doesn't set out towards him, leans. Hands aren't punching, they're going down. I mean, he kind of wins this rep for the defensive lineman. Just leans and gets killed. Now, Price is there to try and get a chip on him. Good job on Price being aware. And then Jones gets outside the pocket. Runs. Good job on Jones. Next play. We're going to watch Billy Price on this rep. Billy Price is just kind of always on his heels. Like you'll see when he trips later. It's like he's just always, he doesn't step strong. So bam, bam. But he's got his head down. Doesn't punch. His hands are kind of like out here. The D lineman was able to just kind of get an easy, like, hey, left hand stab, right hand swipe, left hand swim. That's why, I mean, if I'm Billy Price, I'm setting towards him. I'm initiating the contact. I'm snapping the ball. I know when the ball's snapping more than anybody else on this field. I'm snapping the ball and I'm getting up into him. But he gets on his heels. It does him no good. Nice throw. First drive of the game. I think we'd do something like that, later on. This is the Bredeson sack. Billy Price looks just as bad on this one. Again, bad hands. Hands are down by his knees. Not punching. Lean. I mean, when your hands are down here, it's so easy for the D lineman to time it up. Because as soon as his hands come, I know that with his hands down there, he's going to be leaning. And I'm going to use my left hand and then swim. And Billy Price, because he's always back on his heels, trips on Hernandez. I'll give Price credit for literally trying to grab at him. I mean, that's kind of funny. Oh, what up, Siren? All right. Thank you for being done. Nate Solder on this one. I mean, come on. This is bad. Opening his hips way too early. See how Thomas is kind of setting towards? His hips immediately open. His hips immediately open. So Fowler's able to just, as soon as that punch comes in, I'm spinning because he's not going to have that left hand, that left foot ready to power down. I mean, Jones did a good job. And this is where I think Jones has matured, is now that Thomas has played well. That it's like he can deal with some chaos in front of him. It's just when the chaos is on his blind side, that's when Jones has looked his worst in his career. You can even, I said it the other day, correlation isn't always causation. But, I mean, think about when the Jones turnovers kind of started slipping down. It's when Andrew Thomas got better last season. And in the game where he had the bad turnovers was Arizona when Thomas had like his one bad game of the second half of the season. And he was on literally 2 bad legs that game. But anyways. Here, first of all, I don't know why we're running outside zone with Elijah Penny on first down. I mean, that just seems kind of like a bad idea. But Will Hernandez, these two, so they're working to here. So Hernandez, if you're going to get out there and get after that linebacker, you got to help out Billy Price here. I mean, Billy Price has no chance. You want to play through him. You want to get into that shoulder, take your left hand and rip it through and turn him sideways and allow Billy Price to make a play. But you don't even really slow him down at all. And it just wrecks the play. If anything, stay on that. Let Billy Price get out there. Stay on that. At least hold on to it until Billy Price can get out there. I know you want to get out there and seal that linebacker off. But the linebacker, the way this linebacker played, Hernandez should stay on. And Price, because he plays up like this, should be the one to come off. And, Solder's not able to get his head around. So he, which isn't good. But what he does a good job is adjusting. It's like, okay, I'm not going to get my head around. I'm going to drive him out. And this could have been a big play with Elijah. Actually, no, it wouldn't have because the safety rolls down and Elijah Penny is a fullback. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. This one, Solder gets spun again. I mean, come on. Play action. This is kind of where Solder just doesn't have the athleticism because he can't shuffle with this. He has to literally. I mean, he turns him into a full sprint, and what does that do? Well, that gives you you're not ready for anything. You're praying that he washes around the pocket. So you're overextended, and Fowler is like, okay, well, I'm not going to play into your hands. I'm going to spin right out of that. Damn. I mean, you can't be getting spun in the NFL. Next rep. Here's a good pass pro. You got Thomas good over here, holding his own. You got Ben Bredesen one-on-one. Hands inside. Good feet versus the anchor. You got Price and Hernandez working this guy. Price takes it. Solder's doing a decent job. Hernandez come off. Bam. Put him on the ground. I mean, this is pass pro against a 4-man rush. This is how you do it. Bam. I mean, beautiful stuff by Hernandez. Helping out your center. Looks like, there could be an inside pass to the QB. Not anymore. This is a pocket for your quarterback. Next rep. Here, I love this. This is something we talked about in the January film review week 1. Use this Tony motion to set up other things besides just throwing Tony the ball. So that motion clears 26 out. Linebacker's got to bump down a gap. You got Bredesen down blocking, Price pulling, Andrew Thomas out, head around. Good job. Look at all. Go. Saquon. Go. 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 But he cuts back. I mean, come on. Just go, man. Follow your blocks. That's how we're going to turn into big plays, Saquon. Not by trying to juke 13 people like it's Thursday Night Football against Eagles your first season. Just go. Go, go, go. There's space there. Don't do all that. So that's an example of the running back screwing up the offensive line, even though it ends up being a decent carry. But it could have been better. Here, this is the bad snap, but it's not a bad snap. It's a little high, but that's on Daniel Jones. I saw people blaming Billy Price for that. That's on Daniel Jones. I just wanted to clean that up. This next one is really bad blitz pickup. I don't know who this is on. I sent it to someone at like 1:30 in the morning trying to figure out, so they're obviously not going to get back to me by then. Really enjoying Sirens at 2:20 in the morning. All right, go along, Sirens. All right, I'm leaving all that in. I don't even care. Anyways. So you got bam, 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 bam. And you're like, okay, 2 for 2. I think Solder might screw this up because look at Caden's head. I mean, he is the entire time is like, this is my guy. This is my guy. And it's not a slide protection. Because watch Hernandez and Solder's first step. Both right. So it'd been one thing if it was like a slide left call. And you got him lined up here, like a full slide. Like Caden's head is like, I have that linebacker. Never even feints. And Solder, even if this is his guy and Caden's supposed to block up here, Solder does a bad job on picking it up anyways. He's late. If Caden's not right here, he's getting into the lap of Daniel Jones. Now again, this is where Daniel Jones is a lot better. In the pocket or outside the pocket is when it's all happening in front of him. That's when he can have those jukes. Or can evade pass rushers. By the way, what's he doing with his hand up like that? It's kind of weird. I mean, I know what he's doing, but still funny. But anyways, I'm going to try and leave a comment by the time this comes out on who that was on. So I'll put it as like the pinned comment or whatever. Next play, Solder gets blown up. This looks like week 1 versus Von Miller. I mean, come on, man. You cannot totally turn your hips to the sidelines like this. And I get it's a wide 9. It's not easy. But you cannot just leave your chest open like this. They're going to kill you. I mean, you can't have that be happening to you. Ugly rep. Next rep. Good screen play. Everyone gets out here, picks up their blocks. Saquon go. Good screen. Wanted to throw that in there. Next one. This is with Gary Brightwell. And this run play is called duo, where you're trying to get as many double teams as possible. So you see you got double here, double here, double here. So they're doubling to here. They're doubling to this linebacker. They're doubling to this linebacker. And Thomas has a one-on-one. So the running back's read is this linebacker. If this linebacker comes back, downs, and fills like really early, then you bounce it out. But if the linebacker doesn't come and slam down this gap, you go as fast as you can up into this A gap. You go as fast as you can. So the offensive line does a great job. I mean, look, Price and Bredesen, hip to hip. There you go. Working in unison, moving to linebacker. Bredesen comes off. Beautiful, beautiful job. Thomas is on a good job with the hinge block, influencing upfield. Beautiful job. Your tight ends, hip to hip, linebacker pickup. Beautiful job. Hernandez, Solder, hip to hip. Maybe not hip to hip, not great on that. But again, come on, man. Up here. Go, go, go. That is your gap. That is your gap. So what could have been an 8-9 yard carry is only a 4 yard carry. This play, you missed Nick Gates and Shane Lemieux, who are good run blockers. You missed them severely. Now, you gained 6 yards on this. So let's go through Billy Price first. You got to seal this off. Seal this off. You got to keep your hips around. Now, I know he gets bumped into, but seal your hips around. Gets thrown. Ben Bredesen on the pull. Doesn't have good leverage. Allows the D lineman to spill inside. And what could be all of this green grass. Nate Solder does a good job. Even Evan Ingram's got a decent block on this. What should be him running straight up here is a 5-yard gain. Again, like what could have been an 11-yard gain, what could have been, DJ or Saquon breaking one, ends up being nothing special. This is the what is the play? What is the play call on Ben Bredesen? And that was Ben Bredesen who was yelling that. So everyone does it. They're blitzing. It is slide left. You are sliding entire left. Watch every single offensive lineman's foot. Left. Every single one. Left. 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 Except for him. So he's slow out of his stance. Not taking the right step. So like Thomas should be lined up here. Bredesen should be picking him up here. 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 And then Saquon is right here. Or sorry. Rudolph has this player. Saquon's lined up here. And Bredesen just doesn't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know. Miscommunicate. Somebody. And honestly, I know it's like you don't want to give away what you're doing, and this is on a 3rd and 3. But at some point, just tell him. Like Billy Price, tell him. Slide left. Andrew Thomas, slide left. Tell him. When he's yelling, what is the play? What is the play? It is more important that he knows that than hiding that you're sliding. Like they're not going to make any adjustments in the 3 seconds left in the shot on the play clock. So he takes a wrong step, plays to him, realizes it, late, holding, bad play. And last one, Solder sack. Opening up his hips too early. Opening up his hips too early. Fowler's a good defensive end. He's able to bend that corner and get around. DJ still needs to hold on to the ball. But, I mean, DJ saved Solder out of a few sacks this game, and then finally comes down to bite him, and they have a 3rd and 19 in the last drive of the game, and they're screwed. So not a great game for the offensive line. Not a great game for the offensive line. So hopefully they could bounce back against the Saints. Hopefully this show doesn't suck going forward because the Giants suck. But anyways, I do appreciate your guys' support on these O-line videos. I promise you I won't do just a whole negative segment on every single one. But you know what? Sometimes you have to do that. So give me some wins and we can get back to some more positive stuff, New York Giants. So appreciate you guys. See you on the next one. Until then, let's go Big Blue.